everybody, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody's having a great week so far. So I'm coming on right now to do a project share for Bead Park. I'm going to highlight a couple of the items that they sent me this month to work with while I was doing some creating. But before I show you what I made, I want to remind you guys, my personal information, if you need to get in touch with me, is going to be linked in my description box, as well as all of the products that Bead Park provided for me. They're all going to be linked in the description box. So if there's anything that you saw in the unboxing or anything that I'm showing you today that you're interested in, all you have to do is go to the description box and there will be a link there for it, as well as a link to Bead Park's homepage. All right, so now that I've gotten that out of the way, let me show you what I made using some of the molds that they provided me. So let me just remind you guys, they did provide me with the owl and the tree branch and the moon mold. They provided me with the icicle mold, and they provided me with this fondant mold that has like these scrolls on it, the snowflakes, and then this Baroque looking gate fencing. I don't even know, you could use that for all kinds of different things, but it is a fondant mold. It's shallow as compared to these that are deeper. So your material that goes into the fondant would need to be a different kind of material. And so let me start with what I did using only a part of this section right here, okay? I made an ATC, and I wanted to highlight that if you do go with a mold that has a big design in it like this, don't overlook that mold just because, oh, it's got that huge design, I can't work with it, because you can. So yeah, you got the little scrolls right there, and that does, you know, give interest, but you can take these in sections as well. So what I did is I just made a little ATC. All right, I did a little air dry clay on a mold to make a little tombstone, and then I just took a little section of the mold to make like this little camisole. Back in the 1800s, they were able to wear, this was daytime wear for them. They were able to wear these camisoles or chemisettes underneath their attire, and it was they were allowed to have it show. That was appropriate daytime attire. So I added that on, and even though this looks like a portrait, it does look like an 1800s portrait for me. I think I got this out of some ephemera, not even sure where. Spider webs here, different spider webs over here, but the whole sepia look of it, and I wanted to add some color to go with the whole portrait look. And I just thought, you know, adding a little bit of red there and adding the black. What I did with this mold is I used some of my liquid Sculpey. I love that stuff. And I just put a little bit in to the sections that I thought I would be able to use, and then baked it for the 15 minutes, and then, you know, pulled it out, trimmed it off. And as you can see, it works well for small spaces, and it's shallow enough to where you're not getting, you know, this real bulky piece. So that's what I did with that first mold. The second mold that I wanted to show you is the icicle mold. Now, I used my clear on the icicle mold, and this is going to make gorgeous icicles, no doubt. But what I did is, the reason I like the liquid is because it's flexible. You can cut, you can use as much or as little of this as you want to. So I was able to cut a little bit of this off. I did use black for my project, but this is clear, can add glitter to it. So what I was able to do, now this is to find She Was So Perfectly Alone. This is an ornament framing this lonely lady. And I just put a ribbon up here, and made the frame. This is air dry clay as well. Raven's coming in to check on things because obviously she's been abandoned, to find she was so perfectly alone. And then on the edges, I used a black liquid Sculpey. And where's the little piece? Pulled off of what I needed to go on the top and the bottom, and then added in 3 different kinds of reds because I wanted it to be as realistic looking as possible. And bright red isn't that. And then just put some drippy blood coming down here because I don't think her exit from this world was pleasant. So this is just my take on how you can, this is just an ornament for if you do a Halloween tree, but this is how you can use something that was supposed to be for icicles. You can use it in different ways. I made an ornament. All right, that's my second project, my second mold. My third mold is my owls, my moon, and my tree branch. But I'm gonna highlight my tree branch here. All right, now if I have to cover the middle part, I will. We have an overcast day here, so hopefully I won't get too bad of a glare, but I made an altered picture frame here for Tanya, and I hope I can remember to tell her to turn this off, but this is Be Afraid, so this is Miss B. These are acetate sheets that I got from Michael's last year, so I framed it. Dollar Tree frame, took some waxes to tone down the black. Dollar Tree Haunted, you know, they had the sets of 3, so I got a set of 3, painted it. Her favorite color is purple. Here's one of the owls. Here's a hand with the corset rose on there. Then Scaredy Cat, big bushy tail. This is a resin piece. Another one of the charm spiderweb charms here. So we have Miss B here, and got a bee up here, and that's black liquid Sculpey, and I was able to go over that with some gray Art Alchemy, and then the black trees coming up here, I was able to use black and then grays and blacks and tone that down with waxes. I love the waxes. And here's another spider web, but I wanted to show you guys, you got the cat, looks like it wants to go climb the tree, but I used a tree branch for the altered picture frame. So I used different parts of the tree branch, if I can show it to you in my light here, the smaller part being down here, and then you've got, like I said, I didn't want this to be purple. I wanted this to be shades of black and shades of gray because it is eerie, it's spooky, and there we're getting a glare. So let me see where, let's just see if we can do this. And it comes up over that D. So it's subtle. So I'm trying to show you in the different light, and we have a overcast. So I think the frame turned out really good. I'm sorry that I can't do a little better with the whole thing, but let me move back a little bit. Maybe you can see it a little better. So that's the way that I was able to use the tree branch, but I do think that the all of these can be used all year long. You can use this in the spring and the summer. This doesn't have to be a haunted look. You can use these in the winter and for a haunted look if you want to. I'm sure there are even things you can do with this in the spring, even if you wanted to try to convert this into some grass, you know, into a grassy knoll or something. So that's my project share for today. I am highlighting these 3 molds that was provided to me from Bead Park. So remember, all of my Bead Park products that were provided to me will be linked in my description box below, so you guys go check them out. If there are any questions that you have about the projects that I shared or any of the products, don't hesitate to let me know. And until my next video, you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and find a smile in every day. And I will be back in about a week with another project share for you guys. All right, take care, and I'll see you soon.